What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Today I'm going to be showing off my new Centiskorch VMAX deck, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite decks in standard format, and I think it's going to be a great choice heading into the Players Cup 2, which is taking place this weekend. We've made some tweaks to the deck that I believe make it very refined, consistent, and even more powerful than ever. Let's take a look at the list. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know I like my deck list straightforward, consistent, and hard-hitting. The Centiskorch VMAX list is no different. Centiskorch VMAX is, of course, the star of the show with 320 HP and its amazing Gmax Centinferno attack, which for 2 colorless energy deals 40 damage plus 40 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. And then if you did any damage with the attack, you get to attach a bonus fire energy from your discard pile to the Centiskorch VMAX. So the Centiskorch naturally snowballs itself to deal bigger and bigger damage throughout the game, and you get a ton of energy onto Centiskorch using Welder and also your Volcanion with the Flare Starter attack. Flare Starter, if you use it on the first turn of the game, going second gets you 3 fire energy cards from your deck, and you can attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So you're going to be choosing to go second with this deck every single game to try and get that turn 1 Flare Starter onto your bench Centiskorch V, then evolve up into Centiskorch VMAX and start swinging with huge Gmax Centinferno attacks. We only play a 3/3 Centiskorch line because you only ever need 1 or 2 Centiskorches to win a game. It is a snowball deck. You're just going to lead Volcanion, and then you're going to move into a Centiskorch and try to take big knockouts. And usually if you happen to prize a Centiskorch or something like that, with the first Centiskorch you're going to probably find the second Centiskorch off of the prizes if you happen to run into prize situations. And with 4 copies of Pokemon Communication in the deck, you do find it pretty easy to avoid discarding your Centiskorches with Dedenne, because you can Pokemon Communicate your Centiskorch VMAX back into the deck until you are ready to use it later in the game. I love how just streamlined and consistent this deck list is. We have all 4 copies of Jirachi in the deck, since Jirachi is the best starter in this deck. You want to open Jirachi every single game so that you can start using Stellar Wish and finding your other pieces such as Welder, such as Giant Hearth, which we play 3 copies of, because if you can't find your fire energy with this deck, you are certainly going to lose. So 3 copies of Giant Hearth has really smoothed out our fire energy attachments with Welder and has really smoothed out our turn 1 Volcanion plays. So I love that. The 2 copies of Fire Crystal also gives us plenty of energy recovery throughout the game. I don't really think you need more than 2 Fire Crystals, but 2 Fire Crystals has been essential. I've played lists with 1 crystal, I've played lists with 2, and I've played lists with 0. 2 is definitely the correct number, and I don't think you need any more than that. Now, interestingly, we do still have 2 copies of Pokégear in the deck and no other auxiliary supporters. As I played this deck more and more, I found that the 2 Dedenne, the 1 Crobat for additional draw power, with the 2 copies of Pokégear and the 3 Hearth, really give us enough outs to find our Welders consistently turn after turn. And the Pokégears are just a nice added little safety net to help you dig for those game-winning Welders and those game-winning Boss's Orders. We do have 2 copies of Boss's Orders in the deck. A lot of times reaching for the boss and finding boss on a key turn when you're building up your Centiskorch to take an eventual huge knockout. Maybe you got a 4 energy Centiskorch and you're looking to boss a Crobat or something like that, take 2 prizes, and then snowball the next turn to take a knockout on a big Pokemon VMAX. The Boss's Orders in the middle of the game can really make those plays happen, can really make the game really all come together for Centiskorch VMAX, which is why we play 1 copy of Great Catcher as well, because sometimes when you're at that 4 energy mark, you really like to bring up a Dedenne or a Crobat and knock it out so that you can then steamroll into a big knockout on a 300 plus HP Pokemon the following turn. One of this deck's natural strengths is its ability to build a huge Centiskorch and sweep. I mean, that is really the entire strategy that we're going to be utilizing here. So 2 copies of Reset Stamp really go a long way towards playing into that strategy, since you can send up your first Centiskorch, soften a few things up, and then once your opponent knocks it out, then you can stamp them to low and then come in with your second big Centiskorch and finish the game. Some games you get started so fast that you don't even need to worry about Reset Stamp, because you've got a turn 1 Flare Starter and Welder, meaning that you've got a turn 1 5 energy on a bench Centiskorch ready to come in and ready to start dealing about 300 damage on turn 2. So that those kind of plays happen, and when those plays happen, you rarely need your Reset Stamp, since you're going to be taking probably somewhere in the ballpark of 5 prizes with your first Centiskorch, and all you have to do is figure out how to take that last prize with your second Centiskorch. I have found that you only ever need 2 Centiskorch throughout any game. I've never needed a third one, so a 3-3 line of Centiskorch VMAX has been very good for us. I really like the 4 nets, the 4 switch, and the Jirachi. You can play additional tech cards like your Galarian Zigzagoon or your Giratina with the Dimension Breach ability, but I have found just the straight Jirachi engine really helps kind of keep this deck as consistent as possible. And since this deck does suffer from some natural inconsistencies, since obviously we only play 4 draw supporters of the deck and they're all welders, just the welder factor, right? Since it does have that natural inconsistency kind of built into it, you're really going to want to play as many consistency cards as possible. And I feel like the 4 copies of Jirachi really helps you to open that card and set the whole deck up pretty smoothly almost every single game. So make sure to check out the gameplay. Let me know, what do you think of the Centiskorch VMAX deck list in the comments below. All right, going second, as we like to see with Centiskorch, playing against a wild-looking Lycanroc Dragapult deck. Love to see the creativity. Very cool. We start a hand with 3 welders in it, 3 fire in it, and no Pokemon to power up. So, oh, I could scoop up my own Jirachi. Stellar Wish. Aha! Yes! Very good. Very good. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's cool. It's fine. I'll welder 1 fire energy onto my Jirachi. There we go. Now we're fine. We go here. Go Quick Ball. And we can go and get ourselves Volcanion. Put Volcanion into the active. We keep the communication to go get Centiskorch VMAX. Keep the Giant Hearths, just in case my opponent plays a problematic stadium. Probably, truthfully, who even needs boss's orders in this deck when you're just weldering every single turn? Am I right, chat? All right, here we go. Gonna go there. We're gonna attach. Oh, don't be bad. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. Scoop up nets. And then we just flare started. Cool. 3 fire energy out of the deck onto the Centiskorch V. And then ready to rock. Against Dragapult's VMAX, we do have to beware of the energy denial. So that is something to look out for too. But the cool thing about Centiskorch VMAX, the Centiskorch does just accelerate to itself. So that's nice. It will always pick up that energy from the discard pile. We do like to see that. I do also have 2 Fire Crystal in the deck. We did see our 4th welder. So I know that my other 2 welders are just on the bottom of the deck since I got Marnied. My opponent is coming in hot with that turn 2 Max Phantom. Kind of gnarly. All right. We've got 2 Scorches and a Day-Day change. Not worth stamping. So we just bench that, Day-Day change, and I know that my other welders are on the bottom of the deck right now. So there's no chance of finding them. We're just going to go Centiskorch, honestly, and just start swinging. I think that's just what it is. So we're going to do, might as well attach this energy. I have nothing else in this hand. We just are going for the 2-hit KO. I can thin the deck and also reorder the deck because I know I've got the welders on the bottom of my deck. So we want to do that. Go see some other cards. Yep. And then I don't want to put the Jirachi down because it's just going to be easy pickings for the Dragapult. So we just want to attach that energy, get the 2-hit KO. And then we should be okay. I mean, they do play a lot of energy denial, though. So if they go double Lycanroc, that could be problematic. Right? But so long as I have 3 energy, I'm doing 160 damage, which is a 2-hit KO. So long as they don't remove, like, 3 energy. They can remove 2 energy, right? They just can't remove a 3rd. Please. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's that good stuff. -3 energy to the active. All right, Dragapults. Bomi says, every day I look more and more like my own avatar. The avatar is... I know I need to... Listen, Chad, I haven't gotten a proper haircut since March. Okay? Probably February. No proper haircuts. Do it. Just the 4... Yeah, get it out of here. Get it out of here. Yeah, just -4 energy, baby. -4 energy. Let's go. Whoo! We give him the smiley face for that one. Maybe once a week we randomize the avatar. I could see that. I like that game. That sounds fun. Chad, I think we just lose. Ah. Okay. Saved. Well, we're going to go Welder double fire. And then we're looking for a third. Well. Okay. There we go there. There we go there. It's feeling kind of suspect. But I do shave my hair off. How do you think that it's not all the way down to the middle of my back? You guys remember back in like June? Back in, what was it, June? Yeah, back in June, I shaved my head myself. Yeah, we definitely just hearted the cards to that one. However, if my opponent just has a backup Dragapult VMAX, then we just lose. Because they're going to go 130 to the active, right? Wait, 180 plus 130? Is that short? What? Wait, mathematics. That's 10 short. That's 10 short, baby. That's 10 short. 130 plus 180. That's 310. That don't do it. Now, what will do it is 140. Oh, yeah. They're just going to jet assault. This is bad. This is real bad. This is real bad, okay? All right. Then all I have to do is boss up the Dedenne. It's not good, chat. Not what you want. Yeah, I think we're just going to data change. Sick. So what? I can switch into Jirachi. Stellar Wish. We've got Quick Ball for Eldegoss. To get me another Welder. So I can go here. Welder double fire. There. Stamp. To 2. Switch. Swing. I think that's what we got. All right. Still a little bit of an up-road battle we got. This Dedenne is uncomfortably close to KO range. Uncomfortably close. Now, if we can find boss and just eliminate this threat, that would be good. Because assuming that they will just retreat the Dragapult to the bench and keep it as a out for them to win the game next turn. That would be my suspicion of what they'll do. Yo, thank you so much, Cowboy, for the Prime sub and the 13 months. Says, keep it going. You are one of the hardest working positive forces in the community. I appreciate that, Cowboy. Thank you. All right, and sure enough, they do have the Dragapult on their bench. So I've got a Quick Ball. I could dig for a boss. I've already used my Eldegoss. So I need to knock out the Dragapults or else. So we're going to go here. We're going to go here. And we're going to Crobat. There is no boss in my deck. Extremely cool. Okay. So with no boss in my deck, I suspect that we lose. All they need is a boss's orders then. So there's nothing to dig for. There's no supporters left in my deck, frankly. So it just is what it is. Might as well just Welder. You know, make very big Centiskorch, and they either have it or they don't. And if they have Energy Gut, if they just have Boss, they win the game. I was not able to stamp again. Not able to boss again. Our last boss is prized. So, is that going to be GG's? I think the saddest thing is, if my opponent wants one more turn, they can have it, because I prized my other boss. No, I have Great Catcher in deck. Never mind. All right, we can just go for the game-winning Great Catcher on the Dedenne-GX. So we do have a win out in our deck with the Great Catcher. That being said, I do not have any more draw cards in my deck. So it looks like they have to pass. Stamp to 2. Ooh, boy. It's a little bit exhilarating. All right. We go hard retreat into Jirachi. Hope for the Great Catcher. Insano deck. There we go, baby. We got the Great Catcher. GG's. Senti running it back. Do you want to go first? No. Do I want to go first with Centiskorch? Try again later. Alright, we've got Volcanion in the active, chilling against an Eternatus VMAX deck. All I have to do is have the Insano turn 1 where we Welder, get a huge Flare Starter, my opponent not boss me up, and then me just knock out everything in their board. That's all we have to do. It's that easy, chat. It's that easy. We've already done the hardest part, which is starting Volcanion. They didn't get an energy drop turn 1 onto an Eternatus, so I have to be feeling good about that. Yeah, we're just gonna, get this hand right on out of here. See ya. Data change. Okay, we communicated the, got quick ball. Get rid of that. Get ourselves a Centiskorch. Quick ball, get rid of that. Get ourselves a Crobat. Looking for a fire energy. Or 2. I'm really good at this game. I'm really good at this game. There we go, Flare Starter. Yeah, big boy. We got a big snake. That's a big, big snake. Look at that snake. Large and in charge. And yes, Dave Russ, we're running 4 Jirachi in this list because I was tired of dead drawing with it. So we've tried to mitigate that. We cut that. We cut the Giratina. The Giratina's too cute. You know what all Centiskorch needs to do is get big snake. That's it. Nothing else. There's no tricks. There's no frills. There's no extra. Big snake stamp. That's it. That's all we want to do with this deck. Big, big, big snake stamp. Everything else can go. If you're not getting a big snake and then stamping, why are you playing Centiskorch? That's what I'm saying. Gigantic snake. We stamp them when they take knockouts. It's a centipede. Listen. Tomato, tomato. Snake, centipede. My Centiskorch, is a snake. All right, we got the boy. I've got no additional energy to attach right now, but who cares? We're going to attach one, you know, from the discard pile just by taking the knockout. So we'll go here. I didn't count, but I'm pretty sure we got the knockout, so seems good. Yeah, 240. Excellent. We get the bonus fire. We got a gear in our hand. We could potentially use that. Take our 2 prizes to find a welder, maybe. Ha! Find a welder, maybe. There we go. So now we've got 6 by welder, 1 fire, 7, 8. What? 8 times 4 is 32. It's not quite enough. We're going to need welder double fire. Now we're hoping that my opponent doesn't have the world's most insane turn this turn. That'd be great. If my opponent poisons me, goes Eternatus VMAX full bench, and somehow finesses like another 20 damage, 30 damage, I'm going to be extremely upset. Extremely upset if somehow they knock out my big snake. That's rule number 1 of big snake deck. Don't let it die. Could you just don't let it, no. Don't let your big snake die. Listen, big snake's got to take like all the prize cards. All of them. It's got to take at least 4 or 5 of them. And then you can figure out the rest with like either second snake or Volcanion. But big snake, you either got to sweep with big snake 1 or you got to have like Trojan horse big snake, which is actually not your real big snake, and then you're going with the second big snake as your real big snake, right? Sometimes you send up the Trojan horse big snake, which is actually just a smaller big snake who's going to make room for the stamp and then the second larger big snake. Okay, that certainly happens. Am I wrong? Dave Rose agrees. No, I'm not wrong. That's just how it goes. It is how it do. Yeah. So we've got boss. I could boss. There's no point in bossing because then all I need to do is just build up a second. All I have to do is build up a second Centiskorch. There's no point in bossing here. It messes with my prize trade. I would rather just welder. So we're going to go here, and I want to just find a second Centiskorch and a welder. So we're just going to data change. Yeah. And sure enough, chat, I'm really good at this game. So we're going to go welder, double fire onto new snake. There we go. Second snake incoming. Cool. Reset stamp doesn't matter. Just going to go G-Max Centinferno. 280 damage. Accelerate the energy. And then all I have to do is find a boss's orders. Another energy, perhaps. What? Because 4 times 4... Well, I need 2 more energy. We're not quite there, actually. So this thing could potentially get knocked out. But then I don't think that they're going to be able to knock it out back-to-back. So I could even afford to 2-hit KO this Eternatus while I accelerate to myself because they're out of... Well, they got Zigzagoons. They're out of Poison Boys, though. I would be pretty impressed if they played 3 Poison Boys. I'm pretty sure they played 2 Poison Boys. All right, we've got the Eldegoss, the Scorch, and the Giant Hearth. That's about as good as it gets for us. We know that the Centiskorch VMAX is going down. That's fine. We've got the backup one here. I've got boss, but we can't win with boss because I don't have what a third energy would give me for 160. 160 won't do it. So we're close, but we're not quite there. I can save the Eldegoss. We just literally can go Giant Hearth here. Oh, no fire left in the deck. Well, that's interesting. They play hammers too, though. So they've only used 2 hammers. Let's see what we Stellar Wish into first. A welder. That's good. So I think I could go welder here. Last fire energy. Would really like a crystal. That would be good. Get another Jirachi. Centiskorch VMAX time. We go Scoop Up Net Stellar Wish again. Because I really want that crystal out of the deck. Stellar Wish. Or I could Stamp. Stamp would be good too. What, Stamp my opponent to 3? Swing. And if I go up and swing, I put a 4th energy onto myself. That seems good. If I go up and swing, I put a 4th energy onto myself. Decrease the odds that my opponent has it. But if they hit a Crushing Hammer, right? The thing is here is that I'm not taking... Yeah, I feel like I have to swing. I have to swing. Because I go here, and then by accelerating to myself, I guarantee myself game next turn with the Eldegoss for Boss's Orders on a Crobat. And I also set up the Eternatus for knockout too. But if my opponent hits a Crushing Hammer, this gameplay is just... It just doesn't work, right? But sitting on the bench, I like couldn't afford to just sit on the bench either. So I felt like with the Stamp to 3, they only have 2 hammers left in deck. So I think we're chilling. We've got Eldegoss for Boss for game, so long as they don't hit a hammer. Power Plant doesn't stop Eldegoss. We're chilling there. They've got the energy, and are they just short on the knockouts? You can deal 280. They're going to go for the Power Excel, and that's GG's. Well played. We've got the Eldegoss. Just go for the Boss's Orders out of the discard pile, and the 4th energy getting us there. GG's. GG's. And then you not only need your supporter, you need like the Pokemon that... We need Ultra Ball. That's just it. You just need Ultra Ball. Like, all the VMAX decks just need Ultra Ball. That's why they're not as good. It's one of the reasons they're not as good. They need Ultra Ball. Because it's not just, you know, V-Ball. You want a card that could get you Jirachis, a card that could get you, you know, Dedenne. You want a card that it's just Ultra Ball. Is that because then all of a sudden you have 8 outs to your basic and you have 4 outs to your evolution that are just guaranteed outs every time. Communication is not that guaranteed out. You know, it's never going to be. All right, now we've got our quick ball. This is looking pretty good. Excellent. I think we're going to thin first. Nothing wrong with getting an energy into the discard pile. And then I think we are going to quick ball away the Eldegoss, which is fine. Got Welders in hand. Go here. And we're going to just Welder to the Scorch first. And then, you know, if I get lucky, we can get our Volk. I could see if maybe I find, you know, a Scoop Up Net off this, but I'm not even sure that I want to. We do find a switch. So it's like I could go in with the Volk, but if I go in with the Volk, I leave myself with a relatively dead hand. Whereas if I just go 3rd energy onto Centiskorch, then next turn I could potentially Welder double fire again. I think that saving is better here, just because my hand is so weird. So it does feel suboptimal. What, quick ball away the Centiskorch? I feel like we're just chilling here. And we pass. This play feels better to me. You know, wasting, what am I going to sack a second Welder, switch in, put my only fire on the Volcanion, and then leave myself with, yeah, it felt kind of bad. You know, especially here, because like now we're just going to get, okay, we're getting Marnie, we lose the Dark City. You know, maybe I would have not been punished. I can't guarantee that my opponent is going to just Marnie me though, right? We definitely can't. So, we'll see. See that they find the switch, go in with Eternatus. They do go in with Eternatus. Then they kind of offer up, you know, their 3-prizer first, and then I get to take the first swing, which is good. I have to see if that's something that they want to do. It looks like they're just going to retreat, so that's cool. But they do take the knockout, so yeah, they free retreat. Oh, they had the Dark City, so they could have gone in with the Eternatus no matter what. But I'm not sure that this play is actually better for them, because now I just take guaranteed 2 prizes. So, like, I don't know. Maybe. It's interesting. All right, we're going to go here and Crobat first. Wow, I'm very good at this game. Okay, put Jirachi down. And then, let's see, if I get 4 energy on the active, so all I need is 1 more energy. If I go 4 energy on the active, I'm doing 200 damage, so I definitely want to Welder Double Fire to the benched one. Because we're just going, like, double Scorch. Cool, we can Fire Crystal for the 1 fire out of the discard pile. First, I'm going to switch into Jirachi. Stellar Wish, see what we're looking at. Go Stamp or Boss. Communication, definitely want Communication. Okay, so we're going to grab that. We're going to go communicate the Volcanion. Grab ourselves the Scorch. Go Crystal. Grab that. And it's like, you see how many various pieces we need to like work just so in order to get this deck like working. I don't know. I think that this is like kind of an argument for just playing the deck as consistently as possible, right? You know, getting Marnied and stuff like that. You know, you really just want the deck. You really just want the deck to behave, right? But like at all costs. We're going to counter the Dark City because then it makes it harder for them to poison, which is good. We can go Giant Hearth and just get a couple more fire to the hand just to have. Cool. And then we just go GMAX. Take the knockout. No fire in the discard pile, but we do take 2 prizes, and I do have a boss in my hand as well. So I could just go, you know, attach to the Centiskorch on the bench, boss something up, and then maybe go for boss game. My opponent does need a full bench in order to take the KO, but they are doing 5 with poison. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking. They could just take the knockout this turn if they can fully field their bench. You know, and they got the Slowbro, they got the 2 Toxicroaks. I feel like, you know, this is one of the reasons why hammers are just so important and so good, right? It's because you could just slow Eternatus down. You keep them out of plays like this. Even just hitting 1 hammer somewhere in the game can keep Eternatus from doing like that crazy 320 damage. Please tell me you missed the last bench Pokemon. No way. No chance. That's pretty nuts. Nah, they got it. All right. They dread in for 270. So they got it. Now I need to, pretty desperately need to find my reset stamp. Amongst other things. It's not a good spot to be in. Yep. Definitely not. So we're going to start off with Welder Double Fire. And I still have 4 prizes left to take. It's like it's a horrible, horrible matchup. It seems. All right. Stellar Wish. And I need like a lot right now. And I have Stamp. But I could go Scoop Up Net. No, because it's like I need so many things. All right, we need Quick Ball. Basically, Quick Ball is like what we need. Because I need the Stellar Wish more than once, right? Do I have another Jirachi in the deck? I should. Because I have all these switches. So we need, because I need more than, I need Communication and I need Stamp. Okay. So that's fine. Go Quick Ball. Get rid of this. Grab this. I think. And then maybe I find Scoop Up Nets and, well, now I have to data change. So that's fine. Or I guess this guarantees me the Scorch if I wanted it, but I feel like I have to just data change because my opponent's got that huge hand and it needs to be brought down. So I'm going to need to find Scoop Up Net, Stamp, and Scorch. Unless, I guess, I could just switch into the Scorch and just say, like, all right. But I have 3 Scoop Up Nets in the deck, so odds are I will find a Scoop Up Net. But I've already, you know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just might as well switch into the Scorch. Might as well do this. And just data change, and we're looking for VMAX and Stamp. That's kind of what I need. Okay, we missed the VMAX, so all I have to do, I have to do this. And I have to go here. And I have to go here. Doesn't, well, I guess I don't have to. I actually technically should have saved that Volcanion. Because if I topped that Communication, I would have been into a Scorch. I just have to Radiating Heat. It's like so bad. Right? Yo, Squeeze, thank you so much. Yo, you qualified for Players Cup 2 but didn't register in time? Dang, Squeeze. Sorry to hear that. Thank you so much for the sub. I could have gotten the Scorch, but my opponent, I needed a Stamp though. Right? It's just like I couldn't just leave my opponent with the 6-card hand and just be like, hope you don't got it. Right? This is kind of pog, though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, the double Radiating Heat. This is kind of nuts. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently they don't have a supporter in that hand, so yeah, we shaking and baking, chat. I told you we needed the Stamp. Needed it. Like, the Stamp is the Hail Mary play. It's all we got. All right, we're going in, folks. Burning Train. Okay. Yo. What in the world? Let's go, chat. Let's go. We're bringing it back. There's a Communication. I like it. Let's go. Oh, we're close. Come on. Oh, man. No. They're going to do so much. Oh, there's no more Crobats. Is there? Or now? Oh, there is a Crobat. Okay, you're paring your whole hand down. All right, last Crobat for 6. I know they're not attacking me this turn, but we need boss. Eldegoss is down. 1 boss is down. All I need is a boss's orders. 7 cards left in deck. They're going to put me into it. They're just going to put me into it. They're going to put me, unless that last prize is a boss, they're just going to put me into it. Let's go, chat. Ye old shake and bake. Shake and bake, baby. Got the shake and bake. Insane deck. Yes. And that right there, chat, that is why the Stamp was more important. I could have done whoever. That's why the Stamp was more important than the VMAX. Right there, right? It's like you have to Stamp. Because at least Radiating Heat, you could like put your opponent out of a win con. You can put your opponent out of a lot of win cons. You know, they just need, you got a 2-card hand. You need an energy. Maybe you don't find it. You know, you got like 3 in play and a couple in the discard pile. So let's go, chat. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and of course check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. If you've got extra cards lying around the house and you're looking to get some extra cash or a new booster box or some store credit, make sure to check out FullGripGames.com, where we are always buying bulk and singles. The buy list is really easy to use. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, you send us the cards, and we send you the cash or the store credit or the booster box. It's really that easy. Y'all take it easy and have a great day. Peace.